Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we're back at Independence Trail because, well, that's what we have to ride. I'm heading down. I'm with a group of, I don't know, from the parking lot, probably like 11, 12, 13. I think there was like 9 of us that went down Independence Trail. And, you know, this is the start of it. We started on the north end, worked our way down. As you've seen in the other videos where I'm huffing, puffing, and pretty tired. This ride, we did a lot of Independence Trail, we did Patriot, and you'll catch that in the later videos. I'll have to break this up just to have some content, but as you can see, I'm riding a little bit better. We go a lot further, and I think the whole group was awesome. And you know, I'm riding a little quicker too in the boulder field. I'm kind of getting my legs back, if you will, building up those lungs, going out there and just able to rip it. Hopefully by the time of TKO I will be able to go down this without stopping and do it in 10-15 minutes, at least to the waterfall obstacle. You know, I probably won't have the skill level unless I'm with people. Then I'll try going up the waterfall and eventually maybe do that, hopefully by myself, given time when I get better. As you can see, I got video of people riding by, which is always cool, versus just kind of watching my front end bop around and listening to my bike rattle. Yeah, it's a really fun trail. Love Independence Trail, especially when you're with a group that you get along great with. There goes Michael. There goes Lindsay, I think that was her name. If I get a name wrong, I'm sorry. I tend to memorize like just the first letter. Jordan. He actually showed up in a Rivian, so that was kind of cool, learning about the Rivian electric EV SUV truck, I guess. Here I am, I start going, and I, you know, catch up to him and just kind of have fun back here getting some video. I was trying different lines throughout the ride, throughout the day, and you'll probably see that later on in some of the other videos, unless you watch all my Independence Trail videos, and you might see where I take a different line here or there right now. But even I can't really tell you at this point. I ride this trail way too much to know if I've alternated lines to a, you know, great degree. And yeah, all these rocks start looking the same, but I do have a lot of it memorized as I flow down. So I am kind of used to, hey, I go over here, then I go over here, and then I go over these rocks, and then I, you know, do this, I do that. This is how the bike's gonna, you know, handle. But that's why I like sometimes taking just a different line just to try, because sometimes those other lines you're like, wow, that actually worked out a lot better. It might look a little scarier, but it might work out actually a little better in the long run. So right here I usually kind of take that V. As you look at the two rocks, it kind of makes a V, although, you know, they're staggered. You just kind of ride right through that V. Because I was following Jordan, I was kind of watching him, and I wasn't paying attention to the trail as much. I got there, I was like not in the position I typically am, so I kind of bounced through it, which is okay, because that's going to happen in the TKO, right? Somebody's going to be stopped, I'm going to stop, and that's going to throw me off. And so it's good probably to stop in spots I normally don't stop in, just because then I have to get going again, which is a skill too, you know, to start going from, you know, something you're not comfortable with. I mean, it might not look like much in the video, but each rock, you know, you're trying to get going and stand on the pegs, and you're bouncing around, and it's throwing you until you're probably settled in. You know, I'm not a pro rider by any means, but yeah, the group was awesome. And then some rock crawlers came. It was pretty cool to actually see dedicated rock crawlers. It's nice, unlike the side-by-sides, they don't have the music blaring and me saying, oh my god, I'm going to be demonetized. Whereas, you know, they're enjoying the extreme trail. You know, they came back and they did Patriot Trail. So awesome to see that sort of thing, see people do Patriot, especially vehicles like that. You'll see that in another video when we do Patriot, that guy plays around on the rocks. We kind of watched a little bit, and then we just kind of turned around and headed back down Patriot. So we did Patriot both directions. We went up it, and then at the wall we turned around and went back down it. Because getting out of it is just, it's ridiculous at this point. And we weren't done riding. We wanted to do laps on Independence, go back and forth, back and forth. And the idea is endurance and just kind of practice different lines, right? And just have fun and see what other people do. So, you know, this is a good trail to build skills for, you know, a race like TKO. I mean, I think so. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not no pro racer, so I don't really know. It's just my feeling bouncing around and getting used to being bounced by rocks. Although different type of environment, you're going to say, Mark, those rocks at TKO in Tennessee are slick, they're nasty, and yes, I do know that. I have ridden in Tennessee, if you saw my old videos, and there Jordan goes down. You know, people make simple drops. It happens, you know, and you just keep on going, push yourself at the end of the day. It's what's going to make you a better rider at the end of the day. And of course, you know, the group's kind of hanging out here waiting, so it was kind of cool. You know, we kind of took some breaks and talked and socialized. You know, it's not all just about riding, it's about meeting people, which is always fun. It's also about the riding, obviously, but you know, some people I know want to go, 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 and you know, that's, I understand if you only ride once a month or once in a blue moon, that's kind of what you want to do. Go, 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 kind of put in as much riding as you can. But a lot of us have ridden together before, so it's fun just catching up, and you know, so you gotta understand different groups are different. We tend to, you know, ride and socialize and get to know each other, and we tend to all come back and ride again together, so that's pretty cool, you know. It's not just like, hey, we're just gonna show up, ride, no one says anything, and then you all depart and that's it, you know. Friendships have been made by riding in these type of groups, and it's awesome. I love that. I love that aspect of dirt bike riding, adventure riding, dual sport riding. And here I was just shooting video of just, you know, different lines. Josh was going down there. Tyler was, I think, also went down the track. He's on a new KTM 2023. Brand new, only like no hours on it. This was the break-in ride. Probably not the ride you want to do on a motorcycle you just got with no protection whatsoever. But he was awesome. Really good person, really good rider. You know, Lindsay was going around Brian's bike, who's up there helping. I don't know why he parked it right there. I make a comment about him parking the bike there. And then Jordan comes on through. And then we had a few more riders to go. And I get back to, you know, me going in front. I go in front of Dan. Dan's a good guy, good rider. And, you know, I'm kind of picking my way through now, just going, going, going. I'm doing a lot better on those lungs, like I'm telling you. I mean, it wasn't that bad. And really, other than the talking parts, I didn't really cut much of the trail out of this video. There's a little bit of trail cut out, but not a lot. So where you see us start, where you see us end at the waterfall, on this particular go, I guess, if you want to call it that, you know, go down and back, that's the time it took, you know. It took roughly, you know, 12 minutes is what it would take if we didn't have the gossiping. And, you know, it probably, honestly, if I left in a little bit more video, let's say there was another, I'll be generous and say 5 more minutes of video. So that would be 17 minutes total to go from the north end down to the waterfall. That's not that bad. And really, it was probably less than that I cut out of this video. So it's just fun. These rocks, to me, going down gets easier every single time. It's the flowiest direction, Although I do enjoy going back up, because until you do it, you don't realize how much a grade Independence Trail is. When you go back from south to north, you realize, wow, this has a pretty good grade to it, and the lines are different because you are slightly going uphill, so there's different lines to take. And so this is Patriot right here on the left. So, you know, we talked for a bit again, took a break, talked about Patriot a little bit, and then continued on. And you just go right around here and go around the corner, and this is the direction for Independence Trail. This is the direction to the big step up, the waterfall, and yeah, it's epic. It's the main feature of this trail. Patriot's a lot harder. Patriot has obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, although the rock crawlers make it look pretty easy with their big tires. They just kind of stroll right on through it, and you're like, wow, they made that look easy. So here we are. Tyler hits it. Boom! I was talking. I didn't even know he was going to hit it. I'm like, I'll just go up here, and I'll do the old pivot, which I needed practice on. So if something's in front of me, I tend to be able to do pivot turns. If there's nothing there, I have a hard time just doing it for whatever reason. I just can't put my mind around it. I just can't do a pivot turn for no reason in the middle of nothing. And then we stroll up the hill here, and we're going to get a group photo. I'm silly. I go ahead and lay down. Brian is going to take a photo of us as a group for Singletrack Squids on Facebook. Check them out. And I'm going to be wrapping this up here as Tyler is going to try to hit the crack in the wall there. And we all talk him into it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Take care. Stay well. Bye.